I am in a journaling slump. My journal has sat lonely on my coffee table, just waiting to be picked up. So instead of working up the energy to journal how I think I'm supposed to, with lengthy lamenting about my day and drafting haikus, I'm instead gonna make my journaling meet me where I'm at. And where I'm at doesn't come with a lot of energy. Now, I have been in a crazy movie mood. So instead of watching Bob's Burgers for the 17th time all the way through, I actually wanna watch new movies. I'm gonna set up my journal to track my way through watching 100 movies that I have never seen before. To balance laziness and aesthetics, I use Canva to help me out. To make things especially simple, I made a page on Canva that's the same size as my journal page, which helped me figure out how many movie stickers I can put on a single page. Now, I've already screenshotted the 100 movies, and I just messed around until I had a good idea of what I wanted my journal page to look like. Once I figured out what size I wanted the movie posters, I squeezed as many as I could onto a page to save on label paper. I really love this label paper for journaling. It's adhesive on one side and just normal printer paper on the other, and it prints really well. It's really helped me get more into journaling because then I can have fun stickers and interesting ideas that directly relate to what I'm interested in without having to spend a crazy amount of money on just random stickers, and I can just make my own. And now comes the fun part.
Slow and the traffic's not moving. There's a gas leak in North Town and they can't seem to fix it up, so they call you on Monday morning. You've been working 2 jobs, still bills just stacking up in this pile on the coffee table. Nothing's ever enough. Money isn't worth all the life that you're paying. Wonder when it all stops, when nobody want more, when we're done taking all for granted. Nothing's ever enough. Nothing's ever enough.
I don't know what happened in my life that made me think journaling always had to be sitting down for 2 hours at 6 in the morning, watching the sunrise, writing down my goals for the day. But I think journaling can be fun, and it can be as lazy as I want it to be. I think the best way to get myself out of a reading slump is to do something that's engaging, but also minimal effort. I find cutting strips of paper to be incredibly therapeutic, especially when I just put on a movie. I was able to cross a movie off my list while cutting up these pieces of paper. It was Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, and I actually really enjoyed it. Now, this was easy, mind you, but it also took me 2 hours to cut out all of these little pieces of paper. I've had this running mental list of movies that I feel like I needed to watch or have been recommended to me, and it was actually incredibly satisfying to make this fun mental goal into like a challenge with tangible results. To really make this as easy on myself as possible, I set up the journal so that when I watch a movie, all I have to do is write a 1-sentence review and jot down how many stars I would give it. Once I got started on this, I got really excited about my idea. I started going to the library a few times a week to check out movies on my list, and I would come home and watch them in the evenings while I work on some knitting and cuddle with my cats. And unsurprisingly, there are a lot of really good movies in this mix. Of course, it takes a long time to actually watch 100 movies. And I've decided it's for the best that I don't put a time limit on this. However, I can say at this point, it has been 1 month since I started this, and I am already back to consistently journaling. It was like a little spark that I needed to get back into the habit, because every time I finished a movie, I had to go grab my journal, write a 1-sentence review, and put the stars down, and I just got used to every day opening my journal and writing something in it. Now, for a lot of people, it's not going to be tracking movies, but for anyone that's really struggling to either get into journaling or get back into journaling, I would highly recommend this strategy. It was wildly effective, and it really makes sense. I mean, the best way to get back into a habit is to make it as easy as possible and establish the routine of it all. I also wanted on the record that I'm less than halfway through this 100 movie challenge, and I've already started on my list for the next 100. It's been so amazing to watch all these really classic films that I've always wanted to see or are referenced a lot, and there have been so many moments in movies where I didn't realize that something else I already had watched was already referencing another thing. It was crazy just how interconnected the world of cinema is, especially with classic films, because they're so frequently referenced. And I feel like I was able to appreciate so many other movies and TV show moments that were referencing these awesome classic films. Some of my favorites so far has been Alfred Hitchcock's Rope. I really like Jaws. Ooh, and The Birds. I had a week of straight Alfred Hitchcock movies because I had never seen any of his before, and oh, I loved it. Of course, I got to catch up on all the Wes Anderson movies that I hadn't gotten to see before. Isle of Dogs is fantastic. And I can't believe I made it this far in life without seeing 10 Things I Hate About You. I went into that movie thinking I was going to hate it and cringe so hard, but oh my gosh, I cringed so hard and I loved it. I am so rewatching that. There have been very few movies on this list that I've actually disliked, and that's been so freaking fun, and it's really just kept my movie watching momentum going. People who've watched a lot of my videos know that I love watching movies. And so please, anybody, if you have any movies that you think everybody should watch in their life, please put it in the comments and it'll be on my next 100 movie challenge list. And yes, movies not in English are so welcome because my foreign film exposure is abysmal. So when I thought about sitting down and watching 100 movies over the course of who knows how many months, I figured at best it would help me get back into journaling and I would get to enjoy some movies. But there were also some really unexpected benefits that popped up. I've never been a library person. I wasn't a library kid, and I just never really felt the need to go to the library. But now I've been going twice a week to my local library, which is so cute and quaint, by the way. I definitely want to keep making a point to return to the library on a regular basis because I just think that's such a great environment to be in my community and feel a little bit more connected. I've had so many good moments bonding with coworkers over movies that I haven't seen because some people have some strong opinions about the fact that I've never seen Die Hard. I have such a hard time starting conversations with coworkers, especially because we have significant age differences at my work. So this has been such a nice conversation catalyst. And the other unexpected result is that it taught me to slow down because sitting down to watch a movie is kind of a commitment. When you sit down to watch a TV show, usually I end up watching multiple episodes. But going into it, I'm only committing to watching 20 minutes of a TV show. It's only accidental that I keep watching more. So it sort of forced me into this routine where I am dedicating 2 hours or more of my day to just sitting and turning my brain off because I have such a hard time not being productive in my downtime. I always feel the need to be producing something, doing something, and I just like the permission to slow down. Now, because this isn't my normal knitting content, I guarantee about 1/10 of the people that watch my videos will watch this one. But for anyone that does, I would love some advice on what movies you love. And I am always looking for different creative journaling ideas. Also, let me know. I really don't care if these get a lot of views because I'm just having fun with this. And I love throwing in these extra videos of different things that I'm doing. So if there's anyone that's watching this that was like, you know what, I would love to hear some journaling content every now and then, please also let me know. Because even if one person was like, yeah, I had a good time here, that's enough for me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go watch Little Miss Sunshine and I'm expecting to love it.